Hello Optimus community. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to launch your own HODL staking and farming contract. If you haven't watched the first video explaining the mechanism of HODL staking and farming, please make sure to watch it before you watch this video so you will understand the benefits of HODL staking and farming, and you'll see why it's going to be worth for you as a project to launch your own HODL staking contract, or as an investor to join an existing contract and earn more on your investment. So the main difference between HODL staking and farming is that HODL staking uses a regular token as a deposit token, and of course you can give whatever token you want as a reward. And in HODL farming, the deposit token has to be an LP token. That's the main difference. Now, launching a contract is very easy. We're going to do it for staking, HODL staking, but of course if you go to HODL farming, it's going to be pretty much the same idea. HODL sale is something that's coming soon. We're not going to talk about this now. We're going to do a separate video for that. So let's do a HODL staking campaign. So as you can see over here, there's a list of expired campaigns, test campaigns that we did. And here we're going to launch a campaign, show you how easy it is. First thing you need to do is click on the button to launch a campaign, and then you will see a list of prerequisites. You need to be connected to Optimus, which means that if you're a project and you want to launch a HODL staking campaign, you first need to sign up to Optimus. It's very easy. You just need to provide your email and password and sign up, connect your wallet via MetaMask. And the reason why you need to do this is to make sure that you are signed up, so this will be able to get notification via email when you launch the contract. So you need to be connected to Optimus, you need to have MetaMask wallet connected, and you need to have more than 2,000 OPTCM in your wallet. The reason for that is you need at least 1,000 OPTCM to be registered in Optimus, and you're going to need to pay 1,000 OPTCM to launch a contract. This is not a big sum of money, it's a few dollars worth. But the reason for that is to obviously make sure that there's no contract manipulation. So if you have all that in place, all you need to do is click start. And over here, what you'll see is you have a form that you need to fill out, just a few simple details, and then you can launch the HODL staking campaign. So the first thing is token address, which is the deposit token, of course. So in this case, we'll do OPTCM. And reward address, token address, will do OPTCM as well. Start time and end time, this is very important. This is the time frame that you will allow investors to go into and invest in this contract. Once this time period ends, you won't be able, nobody will be able to deposit any more tokens. And then once you launch the contract and you make it live, then people can only cash out. And that's how the mechanism works. Because every time somebody cashes out, whatever's left in the rewards pool is going to be distributed to the remaining investors in the contract, and that will automatically increase their APR. That's the idea of the HODL staking. So let's do deposit time. We'll start it in a few minutes, and then actually let's give some more time, and then end time we will allow few hours. Now, minimum deposit amount, you can do whatever you want. This is for the entire contract, so this is similar to a soft cap in the token sale. What's the minimum amount of tokens you're willing to accept in order to launch this campaign? And max deposit amount, and of course the maximum amount you're willing to take to this campaign. Min deposit amount per wallet is if you want to avoid people investing very small sums into the contract and you only want people with certain amount of tokens to be able to participate, you can set it up over here to whatever minimum you want. And max deposit per wallet, if you want to prevent whales from taking over the contract, you can also put a max deposit amount. Staking period is how many days the contract is going to run for. Now, make sure that you understand this concept, because the APR is annualized, meaning if you want to do a 10% APR, then it's going to be 10% a year. So if you're doing a contract for 1 day, staking period of 1 day, then you would have to multiply by 365 days to get the APR. So if for some reason you do 1 day and you give 10%, it's not going to be 10% APR. It's going to be 10% by multiplied by 365. So make sure you understand this concept before you launch the campaign. In our case, let's do staking period. We'll do it, let's say, 4 days. And lock project is very important. It automatically comes checked, but you can uncheck it, of course, if you want. The lock project means that if you keep this checked, you won't be able to terminate the contract before it ends. So once you made it live, you won't be able to terminate it until the staking period is over. So if, let's say, you did a staking period of 1 year, and then after 6 months you decided as a project you want to terminate this campaign, if it's locked, you won't be able to. If it's unlocked, you will be able to. And then whoever's supposed to get rewards will get whatever it is they made up until that point, and the rest will be given to you. So the reward tokens that are supposed to be given to investors are going to be stay in the contract and are going to be given to the investors, and whatever's left will be given back to you. Obviously, if you lock the project tokens, the contract, it gives more security to the investors, so increases the chances of them investing in this HODL contract. Max rewards is how much rewards you are going to give at max based on the hard cap. So that means if you want to determine the APR, you would need to calculate it based on the max deposit amount and max reward. So for example, in this example over here, let's say we would do the staking period for 365 days to make it simple, and then you would have max deposit of 100, and you would want to give a 10% APR, then your max reward would be 10%. Okay, it would be 10 tokens actually. 10 tokens out of 100 tokens is 10%, 365 days. In our case, we're doing it for 4 days. So if we're doing 10 tokens, we will see how the APR changes, and it's going to be a lot higher than 10% because we're only doing it for 4 days. Okay, now we need to create the NFT card. This is the most exciting part of this form, because this is where you can actually let your imagination go wild, and you can pretty much customize it with a background that you want. So first step is, of course, to upload your logo. So you upload logo of the deposit token and the reward logo for the reward token. In our case, it's both OPTCM, so we put Optimus. Project logo is usually the same as the deposit logo, unless you want to do a reverse type of project, but in any case, you have to upload the project logo as well. Here you can choose the background image for your NFT. Now this NFT, the idea behind the NFT is to make sure that people don't have to cash out from the contract in order to get funds, because the moment somebody cashes out, it can create a dump. Somebody can take the tokens that they just got as reward and go and dump it in the market. But if you want to make sure that people won't cash out the NFT, that's why you have this ability over here to allow them to sell this NFT to somebody else. And that's a very good concept to prevent dumping even further. So all you need to do is choose the background image. Let's choose this background image over here. If you have your own background, you can upload it over here. That is also a very unique feature, because you can launch specific campaigns for specific occasions. For example, let's say you have a 1-year anniversary for your project. You can create a special background showing all the different things that you want to show in this background, and make us a unique NFT for your 1-year anniversary, and then you will be able to use it. It can also be used as a marketing tactic. You can choose here the gradient, so let's choose this gradient, and then you do review NFT. Once you do review NFT, you can see over here, all the details are over here. Of course, this is dummy data. You won't see the live data over here, only after you launch the contract, but this is how the design is going to look like. So I think it's pretty cool. After you review the NFT, everything is okay. you click on launch, and then you will get this window over here showing you all the different details of this campaign to make sure that everything is right and you didn't make any mistake. Make sure to go over all the different parameters to make sure that you didn't make any mistake. And then of course you have to check this checkbox over here, basically saying that Optimus is not responsible for this contract, because this is your own contract. As a project owner, you're launching this contract. It's not our contract. We cannot take any responsibility for it, and we can't stop once you launched it. We cannot terminate it or take funds out of it or anything like that. So that's why it's very important that you acknowledge that this is your contract and you're responsible for it. So once you do that, you can click deploy, and then once you click deploy, make sure to put in the OPTCM that they're allowed to take OPTCM out of your wallet, and of course the other tokens. If you have other tokens as reward, you approve it. Once you approve, it's going to take a few seconds. You have another confirmation to actually launch the contract, and you see over here doesn't cost a lot to launch, just $1.50 in BNB. Currently the contract is for Binance chain. In the near future we're going to launch it for other chains as well, so it's going to be multi-chain. But for Binance, you can see it doesn't cost a lot to launch this campaign. And once you launched it, you can see over here it's going to be added to the list. So here you can see there's a scheduled campaign. This is the campaign. You see that it adjusted the APR from, because it's only 4 days, it adjusted the APR to 913% APR. And now if you click on the details, you will see all the details of the campaign, so people can join. And in a different video I'm going to show you exactly how to join. It's very simple, but this is how you launch a contract. Now the contract is live, and if you click on view more, you will see the campaign page. Okay, so you as the admin of the contract can actually end the contract or pause the project before it goes live. Once it goes live, because we did locked, you won't be able to end it or to pause it, but now you can pause it or end it because the contract did not go live yet. But now this is in the phase where it's collecting. People can actually go and deposit funds. So in the next video I'm going to show you how to join this contract as an investor.